wrote that.
التراث. Very good.
أثقل.
Very good. And this one.
أدو.
Try this one again.
أدو.
الدو. Yep. الدعاء. Very good. Very good. And Wahida, I want you to read these words.
Okay, Bismillah. What is this? Avu Baha.
Okay, where are you getting the ooh sound?
I have no idea.
So there's a fetha on the that.
Yeah,
So let's hear it.
I don't know how I thought that was a doma. I mean, okay. So because that's why I was thinking, because that's a dal, so that's why I was trying to. All right, so add that ذهب.
Yep. الذهب. Say it.
الذهب.
Put it together. All together.
الذهب.
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 Yep, but remember, I don't want to hear the rest. I want you to hold it.
All
الذهب.
الذهب.
Good. All right, keep going.
الرعد.
الرعد.
الرعد. And
Sorry, the sisters. I mean, I clearly, we clearly agreed on 6 o'clock, and we'll probably next week we'll probably do 7. Does 7 work for both of you?
yes.
Inshallah. So we'll probably start at 7 next week. But I'm gonna. Sorry for getting distracted. Ar-ra'du. I want this word here.
As Badu.
Put it together.
Azabadu.
Very good. Next one.
This is that again. The Adbu.
And so there's no vowel on it. So can you make the sound with no vowel? You're gonna it's gonna kind of flow with this kasra. But it won't have a vowel of its own. So try to do that.
Azibu.
But I want to hear the sound. So dhi'bu.
Azibu.
Very good. Dhi'bu. Next one. Actually, for your information, one of the dialects of the Arabs, which translates into one of the recitations of the Quran, would actually pronounce it the way that you said it. So it's as if you're from another tribe of Arabs than I am from. When they would come to this word, they would say adhibu, adhibu, and they would just completely drop this hamza. And so when you hear the different qira'at of the Quran, and they get to this word, adhibu, they will have many ways of saying it, because the different tribes deal with this hamza in a different way. But I am teaching you the pronunciation of Hafs on Asim, the narrators of the qira'ah that they read at Al Masjid Al Haram, at the Kaaba. So even though certain Arabs would agree with that. I want to hear the way of Hafs and Asim. So that's why I'm asking you that. I want to hear the Hamza. But go back to this word, please, and read it for me.
What is this? R reet. Who? Arit.
So okay, that was better. What letter is this?
I believe that's the ta. No,
No,
no.
it would
Yeah.
be a ta. Yeah, it's a ya because it's below this bump here. So read it as a ya, and it's actually going to be med with ya.
Okay. Arihu.
Arrihu. Very good. You did it well. Next one.
As Azi. No. Hen. 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 Hen.
This is a ta marbuta. Remember, as long as we're going to pronounce the vowel, it's going to be a ta.
Oh.
So
Ten.
it-
Azinatan.
but
Ten.
why are you treating it like tanween? It's just a
Oh.
kasra.
Oh. So it's just the kasra? Okay. Because I see the two dots at the top. So I was thinking it was
These two
one of them
dots,
10.
these two dots are the dots of the ta.
Oh, okay. All right. So as zinati.
As zinati. Very good. Next one.
And then this is ad adu nabu. Adunabu.
Why
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 do I
is this
do
a
that?
noon and this is a bet?
I don't know. All right. Adubabu.
All right, so I want to hear this med with alif. Make it long and elongated.
Adubabu.
Now, I don't want this to be elongated. I want this to be elongated.
Okay.
This is a normal oo.
Adubabu.
Very good. Adhubabu. Say it.
Adubabu.
Very good. Next one.
This is Aru Sulu.
Put it together.
Arusulu.
Ar-rusulu.
Arusulu.
You're putting a shadda on the scene also. Ar-rusulu.
Arusalu.
Don't hold the scene. Ar-rusulu.
Arusulu.
Okay. Next one.
Azuri.
Very good. All right. We're gonna keep looking at it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but so we have a that with a shadda and a kasra, and then a that with a shadda and a fatha, a that with a shadda and a kasra, and a that with a shadda and a dhamma, ra shadda fatha, ra shadda kasra. He was kind of doing it that way. You'll notice here he'll be doing the scenes and then the sheens and then the sods. But go ahead, Shakira.
Excuse me. Ashilama.
There's no dots on the scene, so I want to hear a scene.
Asilama.
As-salama. Say it.
Asalama.
Good. Next one.
Ashah. Is that a meme?
It's a hat. It's a cursive hat.
Okay. Ashahru.
Very good.
Aso. Madu.
Al-Samadu. Good. Good. Next one.
As-Saharu.
You were right the first time. Make it a kasra.
As-Sihru.
Yeah. As-Sihru. Say it.
As-Sihru.
Sihru. All right. Next one.
Ashirka.
Very good. Next one.
As yes, As-Siyamu.
Very good. Put it together.
As-Siyamu.
Perfect.
Yamu.
Very good. Next one.
Asu. Asuki.
Yes. As-Su'i. Next one.
Ashu. Okay, there's a shed. Two shadows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's Ash. Shu. Ha.
Ash-Shuhha.
Shuha.
Very good.
Okay.
Ash-Shuhha.
That's tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. It's very tricky. Next one.
As-Sumu.
Very good. Very, very good. All right, Wahida, it's your turn. Work on these ones.
Okay, just now. It's Adolni. Adolni.
It's not a lamb. It's a hamza. Try again.
Oh, so Adhni.
Botni. Yeah, botni.
Adhni.
Okay.
And this is Atar. Wait. Atar. Atay. Atayra.
Al-Tayra.
Atayra.
Very good. Next one.
This is at 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 Donna.
Al-Dhanna.
At Donna.
Yep. Next one.
This is us.
Nope. No. Got a dot on it.
Here there is.
It has a dot, so it's not C.
Oh yeah, that's right. So at the
Di'fi. Try to do the ayn.
at the afi.
Very good, mashallah. Next one.
This is at Tifli.
Very
At
good.
Tifli.
Perfect. Next one.
At Adilu. Adilu.
Perfect. Next one.
What is this? Adur.
Al-Durru. I want to hear this second shadda.
Adur.
Hold the ra. Al-Durru.
Adur.
You're adding a wow. I don't want the wow. I want a shadda on the ra.
Okay. Aduru.
Durru.
Duru.
Next. Very good.
That's a little tongue twisting.
Yeah, it's
I
not
wasn't
easy.
trying
The
to get
double shadda, it can be very hard. Keep going.
it. At Turi.
Very good. Next one.
This is and this is the Adul, right? Adul Lahi. Adulati.
Yes. Al-Dhullati. I want to hear the second shadda. Try again.
Adulati.
الظلة.
الدولة.
All right. And Sister Shakira, keep going on these ones.
ال okay. اللطيف اللطيف
Good.
اللي
Good. Put it together.
Alina.
Al-
Alina.
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 Very good. Oh, look at this one.
Okay. Al
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam.
Welcome.
Alaykum salam sis. Allo. Lo. Lo.
So the Hamza makes the sound. So I want to al-lu'lu'u.
Lo. Lo.
Lu'u.
Lo.
Very good. Very, very good. Keep going.
And na. Su.
Yep. Can you put it together, please?
And nasu.
Perfect. This one.
And ni sahu.
Put it together and make it oo instead of who.
And ni sa.
Ooh, yes. Next one.
And nu. We.
Put it together.
And nuri.
Perfect. I'm going to stop you there. And Wahida, do these 6, please.
What is this? At Tanadi. At Tanadi.
Very good. Next.
At Tarifu. At Tariku.
Yes. Next one.
Asaila.
Very good. Next one.
Asuhufi. Asuhufi.
Very good. Next one.
Adikru.
Very good. Next one.
Arijalu.
Yeah, I want to hear the shed.
Wait. Arijalu.
Yeah.
Right?
So if there was no shadda, it would be arijalu. But I want to hear the shadda, so I want to hear arijalu. I want you to hold it
Okay.
for a second.
Okay. Arijalu.
Yes, much better. Arijalu. All right, Sister Chanel. I don't know why it doesn't have a lot of words, but you could do these 4 words for us, please. The lesson that we started today is called Lam Shamsiyya. And basically there are certain letters that if this letter comes after Alif Lam, then you're going to ignore the Lam. You're not going to pronounce the Lam. And the biggest sign of Lam Shamsiyya is the shadda on the letter that comes after the Lam. So if you'd like to unmute yourself and try these 4 words, I would like to hear you read them.
Okay, all right. Ad-duafai.
Good. I want to hear a little bit more of the shadda. Try hit this one.
Okay, Ad-darajati. sorry.
Yep. I want you just to hold the shadda for one, you know,
Edda,
adda. I want you to exaggerate.
Edda,
Yes.
Edda, Rajai. Say T.
Very good. Next.
Okay. Ashita E.
Very good.
Asai, Asaifi.
You were right the first time because of
Oh.
the sod.
Oh,
You say
okay, okay, Asaifi.
al-sayfi. Yep.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right. So we have ta التأنيث المربوطة. So basically, this is a grammar lesson. We're not going to benefit very much from it, but basically, this ta marbuta is something that tells you that the word is a feminine word. If you see the ta marbuta, then that is a feminine word. I'm not sure why we're taking that, but it's one of the Arabic rules, Arabic grammar rules. If you have a word with a ta marbuta at the end, then you know that that word is.
Yeah, why is this in the Quran lesson?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we almost at the end. Okay.
So if we have that at the
Oh,
end, what does
it's yeah. Here's the reason. The reason is that there's a lesson here that we haven't actually gone over. So let's go ahead and get that behind us. So the lesson here for the ta marbuta is this, and this is also gonna kind of enter into another one. But the point of this lesson is that if we pronounce the vowel of the ta marbuta, then it's going to be a ta. If we are ending the verse or we are taking a breath at the end of this word, then it's going to act like a ha. And I think Shakira did this in her first letter, maybe it was Wahida, but in one of the previous words, there was a ta marbuta and she said hammalah. And that's actually the correct way of reading this. If this word came up to you in the Quran and you were going to stop at the end of the word, you would say hammalah, as if this ta marbuta was a ha. Hammalah. We're going to ignore the vowel and we're going to pronounce this like a ha with a sukoon on top. Hammalah. So far in the entire book, I've been telling you to say hammalata. But now, since we've gotten to the end of the book, we need to start getting used to this rule, which is if we're going to end on a letter, we're going to ignore its vowel. And if we are going to end on a ta marbuta, it's not going to be a ta anymore. It's going to be a ha. Does everyone understand that lesson? Any questions about this lesson?
No.
I
Okay.
guess this will, as we go on it further, we'll understand better. So
Yes,
We don't
and so-
pronounce the last letter anyway when we're reading the Quran and we stopping.
That's correct. But so far, since we've been studying in this book, I've always been asking you to pronounce this as a ta and to pronounce the letter. So why don't we start from now on? Well,
Akhlima, come.
we're not at a point like I would ask you to do that, but we're not at a point where we're saying we're not putting enough words together for this to be helpful. So I want you to continue to pronounce the vowels at the end. Once we're able to connect a couple words together, then I think we can start trying that rule. But just for this lesson, I want you to pronounce all of these as a ha, and I want you to drop the final vowel. Okay? So
Okay.
Chanel, start out with this line for us. When you get to the end of the word, pronounce it as a ha with a sukoon on top. Go ahead.
Okay. Hammalah.
Good.
Roh, meh,
Rahmah.
yeah, meh.
Yes, next.
Al-Qari,
Good. Now, Shakira, do that same thing. When you get to the ta marbuta, I want to hear it as a hat with a sukoon on top.
So, ha,
Yeah, I want to hear the sound. So,
ha.
I don't want to hear any hat for the on this. And when it comes to Hamza, Hamza does not make the hat sound. It makes the sound. So I want to hear the of the Hamza.
So,
Yes. So like that.
so,
Yep. Next one.
sha, jar,
Very good. Shajara. Next one.
sa, ra,
Sakrah. Yep. All right, Sister Wahida, I want to hear these words. When you get to the ta, we're going to ignore the vowel and we're going to make it a hat with a sukoon on top. Go ahead.
Kalala.
Good.
Ka. The. Kavi. Ba.
Put it together.
Ka. Kadiba.
Kadibah. Very good. Next one.
Tala. Sa.
Try again.
Oh. The.
No,
La.
no.
The.
What letter is it?
Right?
What
That's a
letter?
that, right?
It's a
That.
tha. Tha.
Yeah, that.
Try it again.
That.
No.
That.
So there's a
That.
no. There's a
Mhm.
difference between this letter, the that, and this letter.
Yeah, I'm saying THA.
Yeah, but they're both th. So this one, this that is the like in the word the, and this th is th like the word three,
Oh, we use the other one as DH.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pronouncing this like the. I want you to pronounce this like three.
Okay.
Try again.
So you want me to pronounce it like the 3 instead of the the.
The yes. Try again.
All right. So the. All right.
Say
You're messing me up.
ثلاثة.
The last. The
Yes, the second that was
last.
good. Yes, say it one more time.
The last.
No, say tha,
Okay. The.
not the. Tha.
The.
Yes,
The. Thalatha.
perfect. ثلاثة. Very good. And I guess Chanel, we're back to you. Read these three words here. Doing the same thing.
Okay. Ma'dira.
Ma'dira. Very good. Next one.
Ma'dude.
Very good. Next one.
Say Yara.
Sayyara. I want to hear a long alif.
Okay. That's a car, right? That's a car, yes?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought I said it right. Say Yara.
Very good. Sayyara. Yep. All right. So this one, I guess I don't really know the point of. So basically, once if you have a ta marbuta as the end of your word and you want to make it plural, we're going to add an alif ta. So if this word is ma'zira, then the plural of ma'zira will be ma'dirat. Ma'dirat. But again, like, because we're not really doing grammar right now, I don't see how it helps us much. But for the sake of being complete, let's continue reading these, and we're going to go back to pronouncing the last vowel. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ask you to implement the previous lesson until we get better at reading, inshallah. So go ahead, Shakira, and read this line.
Tamarati.
Yes. And then if this word, so this is the plural of thamarah or thamarati.
Tamarat.
Yeah. So go ahead and keep reading.
Yeah. Two.
Good. Continue.
Bill. Right? Okay.
Mhm.
Bill. Hi. Roti.
There's a small alif here. I want to hear it.
Roti.
Okay, put it together.
Bill. Hi. Roti.
Very good. Bil khayrati. And Wahida, read these words for us.
It's Musli Matin.
Good. Next one.
Hafi do do doten
Watun.
don tu. Oh yeah, that's right.
Very
Hafi dotun.
Very good. This one.
This is uh uh bidatin.
Very good. And Sister Chanel, read this line here.
Okay. Well, more salati.
Very good.
Um. Sorry. What? Okay, so well, and that well,
So
and
notice that there's
no,
a
no, no, no.
shadda here that tells us that this
Okay,
lam is silent.
when the roti.
What letter is this?
C.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shin.
Yes, she. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Try again. Put it together.
Weneshirati.
Very good. And the next one.
Wal muhsanatu.
Good. All right. Let's see.
You want me to keep reading?
No, I'm just kind of reading if there's anyone. We'll ask Shakira. Just read this whole thing, Shakira. Go ahead.
Bismillah. And Amta.
Yes.
Azi, but
Azifati, yes.
Akmaltu,
Very good. Very good. Next one.
Azamtu, Azamtu,
Azamta.
Azamta.
Good.
Excuse me.
No problem. Next one.
Gula,
Holi.
Guli, Bati,
Good. Last one.
Waro, yeah, okay. Waro,
What?
Waraditu.
Waro,
Let me hear it. Waraditu.
is a dud. Waro,
Very good. All right. I guess these are phrases. Let's see if we can say the whole phrase together. So you can sound it out the first time, but I want you to connect both words together on the second try. And this is going to be pretty complicated. It's going to pretty much use all of the lessons that we've had so far. So Wahida, go ahead and start us off on these ones here.
Okay. So Rahmatu
Uh-huh.
Allahi.
Okay, now put them together.
Rahmatu Allahi.
Remember the Hamzatul Wasli. How do we do Hamzatul Wasli? How do we connect?
Tul.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay. Rahmatullahi.
Perfect. Rahmatullahi. Next one.
Okay, so you want us to connect all of them.
Yeah, so sound it out and then connect it all together.
Tul,
Good.
Z,
Good.
see, Amratul, Alzul, Z, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So it's, remember this one, Hamzatul Wasli. Hamzatul Wasli. If it's not Alif Lam, and if this does not have a Dhamma on it,
Oh,
then we're
that's
going to
what
say
we did.
E. So it'll
Okay.
be
Oh, that's that one.
Imra, and then I want to hear this as a Hamza. Imra'a, Imra'atul Azizi. Say it. Imra'atul Azizi.
Imra'atul Azizi.
Perfect. Try this one.
All right. Wajin, wajinatu, Naimin,
Perfect. Put it together.
Najinnatu.
Wajanna.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, wajinnatu. Yeah,
Na.
this is where I get confused when I start doing it fast. All right.
You don't have to go fast. You can slow down.
right.
Wajannatu na'imin.
Okay. Wajannatu ya.
Na.
Oh yeah. Why am I doing it? Wajannatu ya. Ya.
Na.
Min.
I want to hear the na. Na'imin.
Na'imin.
Wajannatu na'imin.
Wajannatu na'imin.
Perfect, mashallah. And Chanel, read this line, please. You can sound it out and then put it together all together.
Okay. You mean in my head or to you guys?
Either way, it doesn't make a difference. But
Okay.
in the end, I want to hear it all said together.
Uh-huh. Fitratallahi.
Very good. Fitratallahi. Try it again.
Fitratallahi.
Very good. Okay, next one.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Biniyamati Rabbika. I'm sorry.
All right, put it together.
Biniyamati Rabbika. I don't know.
بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ. And this one here.
Gayebetil Jubi.
Good. Put it together.
Gayebetil Jubi. I don't know.
غَيَابَةِ الْجُبِّ.
Gayebetil Jubi.
Very good. All right. Oh,
Uh-uh.
and then they went back to single words. I don't know what he's doing. Sorry, Shakira, but read these ones for us. No, there's no challenge here, but inshallah.
Yeah, I know. شجرة
Good. Next one.
كلمات
Say Kali.
كلمة
Good. Next one.
بقية
Very good. Baqiyatu. All right. Ahkam an-nun as-sakina. So we're done. We're done with Arabic. Everything from here on out is going to be tajweed of the Quran. But and I'm sure you can tell that you guys need to work on your speed. You need to be able to connect more than one letter or more than one word together. So we're going to keep going, but we don't have any more lessons. All of the Arabic lessons are done. All of the rules that you need to know to read Arabic language, you know them now. But we're going to keep going with the tajweed. And as we learn the tajweed rules, we're also going to try to hone our reading skills so that we can put more than one word together. Okay,
So you're just gonna pick something from the Quran randomly and tell us to read it to you?
Once we're done with tajweed, so we still have like 20 pages or so. We still have like 25 pages. But none of this is going to be Arabic. It's going to be tajweed. It's going to be the rules of reciting the Quran. And once we finish this, then yes, I'm just going to be asking you to read pages of the Quran. And I'm going to expect you to do them with tajweed. But I mean, we still have a lot to go. But as far as Arabic lessons, we're done with the Arabic lessons. Everything from here on out is going to be tajweed. And then after that, it's just going to be getting faster, and recognizing how to pronounce them better. Okay. So I don't even know if I said Bismillah the first time, but I'll say it now. Bismillah walhamdulillah. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. These are أحكام النون الساكنة والتنوين. So these are the rules for what? For the noon sakina. Noon sakina means a noon with a sukoon on top. So whenever we get to a noon in the Quran with a sukoon on top, then there's going to be a special rule. And the noon of the tanween is also similar. So tanween meaning like two fathas, right? Or two kasras, or two dhammas. Doesn't that make a noon sound? an, in, un. The noon sakina and the tanween, they're going to have the same rules. So whatever rule applies to a noon with a sukoon on it is also going to apply to the tanween. And there's going to be 4 rules or 4 instances where it is going to show up. So those 4 instances are going to be called al-izhar. Izhar means we're going to say the noon just like it is. So you're going to hear the n sound. This is pretty straightforward. There's really no lesson here, except that it's going to act the normal way. The noon is going to be pronounced in the normal way. Okay? The second case is going to be al-idgham. Al-idgham. Al-idgham means we're going to put it together with another word, with another letter. So instead of it being a noon, it's going to take on some attribute of the letter that comes next. And this is usually what's going to happen. This is, whenever you're listening to someone read the Quran and he's, making nasal sounds, it's because he's doing some form of idgham, which is he's giving the noon an attribute of the letter that comes after it. And, I know that kind of sounds complicated, but it will make a lot more sense when we get there. I don't think we're going to get there today. But just so you know, idgham is when we're merging 2 letters, we're making the noon sound something like the letter that comes after it. Okay, that's the second case. The third case is called al-iqlab. And iqlab means the noon is going to completely change into a new letter. A new letter completely. And I think the only letter that it does that is going to be with a meme. So instead of the noon, we're going to say it like a meme. So that's called al-iqlab. The noon gets totally switched into a meme. And the fourth case is called ikhfa. And ikhfa means the noon is going to disappear. We're going to ignore it. We're not going to pronounce it at all. You won't hear it whatsoever. So the 4 rules are, we're going to pronounce it fully, like a noon. We're going to pronounce it partly while pronouncing another letter. We're going to pronounce it as another letter completely, or we're not going to pronounce it at all. So pronounce it normal, pronounce it with another letter, pronounce it as another letter, or don't pronounce it at all. Those are the 4 cases when it comes to the noon. So the first version that we're going to take of that is going to be the izhar, and the izhar means we're going to pronounce it as it comes, as a normal noon, as we've been doing so far in all of our lessons. So basically that will happen if one of these letters comes after the noon. So if we have noon sakina, a noon with a sukoon, and then a hamza, then we're going to pronounce the noon normally. وَيَنْأَوْنَ وَيَنْأَوْنَ. So we're going to pronounce that noon totally normal, as if nothing is strange. And that's because a hamza came after the noon. If a ha comes after the noon, we're going to do the same thing. Tanhar. Tanhar. We're pronouncing the noon completely without changing it in any way, and that's because a ha came after the noon. Ayn is the same. If an ayn comes after the noon, we're going to pronounce the noon. An'amta. An'amta. We pronounce the noon fully because there's an ayn that comes after the noon. Similarly,
To be honest,
ahead.
if I was reading Quran, I would have pronounced that like that anyway. Like,
right. So as I was saying, like this one, it's just going to be a normal noon. It almost doesn't need a lesson, except that it's what we've been doing the whole time. So because it's what we've been doing the whole time, it gets its own category. But since that's how we've been reading it, it's as if there's nothing new here. Okay, so you're totally right, Chanel. That's how we would read it anyways, because that's how we've been reading it so far. You're gonna hear the difference once we get to the other cases. All right. So what happens if there's a ha after the noon? Same thing. Yanhituna. Yanhituna. You're going to pronounce the noon. If there's a ghain after the noon, same thing. فسينغضون. فسينغضون. The noon is going to stay the same, just like it always was. Same with a kha. والمنخنقة. والمنخنقة. There's a kha after the noon, so we're going to pronounce the noon just like it is. All right. So, Sister
I don't know why
Shakira.
they put this there. Like,
Sister,
I mean,
so
them
if
put
we,
it
if
here
we,
and it's like it'll confuse somebody. You're just reading it normally.
you're right, but if we drop this lesson and we only follow the other three, then then how would we do it? So, you're right. This is what we've always been doing. So we've always been implementing this rule.
But it's
But
leading into
now,
something, is what you're
but
saying.
now it's telling you there are three more rules that we haven't talked about yet. So
Okay.
far, we've only been applying this first rule. So nothing
Right.
is going to change in this first rule, but it will change in the next three rules. So I want Shakira to read. Why don't you read it this way? Read these ones here, like that.
Okay. Bismillah. So, وينأرن
أونا.
أونا
Say it.
وينأون
Very good. Next one.
ين
Mm-mm.
oh sorry then R
Ten
R
haru. Haru. I want to hear. It's a ha.
R
Ten haru. Ha. Haru.
R
Very good. Next one.
من أمير
Munhamirin.
من أمير
Say ha. Hamirin.
من حمير
Yeah. Munhamirin. Very good.
من حمير
Very good. And this one here.
أن no. So that's an hamna.
Okay. Fix this letter.
Sorry, excuse me. An amta.
And amta. Very good. Next one.
Yan iku.
Yes. Yan'iqu. Very good. Wahida, read these words, please.
Okay. What is this? Wayen
No, here.
out.
No, here.
Where you at?
On the left side of the page, you see it?
Oh, why am I over there? Okay, I gotta scroll my phone over.
Hmm.
All right. Men own.
Oh, subhanallah. So
There's
look,
that's one.
funny. So this is inqilab. So we said idhar, idgham, inqilab, or al-iqlab and ikhfa. He actually brought the third rule here. So I wish
Oh,
he
the
wouldn't
third one.
have done that, but this is the third rule. And you can
That's
see it with this meme up here. This meme is telling you that if there's a ba after the noon, then the noon turns into a meme. So I don't know why he
Okay.
would put this here, but this was the lesson that we were looking at, but he also brought the third rule in, probably unintentionally. So see
So
if you can pronounce this with this noon being a meme.
so is that men am
Yeah.
ba'akla wait ba'aka.
Yes. Men amba'aka. Try it.
Men amba'aka.
Yes. Men amba'aka. So for if anyone was curious, this is the third category of the noon. It's the noon that turns into a meme, and that
So why
happens.
did they do that instead of just
I
switching the
don't know.
noon out and just putting
I
a
don't.
meme? Wha-
Oh well, you can't switch it because this is a word.
Oh, that's actually a word. Oh, okay.
Anba'aka. If we were not reading the Quran, then we would say anba'aka. But this is the Quran. And so Allah revealed this word as not as anba'aka. Allah said amba'aka. So we, even though it is the word anba'aka, we pronounce it amba'aka. That's the difference between Arabic and tajweed. So this is the word of Allah. It has its own rules that
Okay.
we follow. If we were
Okay.
to change this noon to a meme, it would be a different meaning. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
holding
Gotcha.
on to the meaning, but we're pronouncing it slightly differently. Okay? So that was men amba'aka, and I want you to read this one now.
Min mazati.
Yeah, I want to hear this as a hat. Try again.
Min mazati.
Good. Min hamazati. Very good. Next one.
Min lakin.
In alaqin. Very good. Perfect. All right. And why Chanel is now at the top of the list. I guess he didn't move. That works anyway. So Chanel, read these ones.
Okay. Yenhituna,
Yanhituna.
okay. Yenhituna.
Perfect.
When her.
Perfect. Next one.
Laman ha.
No. This one down here.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Fashayun.
Fasa.
Fashayun.
Sa.
Uh-huh. Fasayun. Gido.
Do is right.
Huh?
Duna. Duna. فسينغضون.
Fashayun. Gidun.
Perfect. Last one.
Okay. Wamunka. Wamun, Wamunka.
Well, I want to hear the lamb.
Well, moon. Ha. Nikatu.
Good. والمنخنقة. You want to try it? والمنخنقة.
والمنخلف.
خنيقة. Inshallah. Nope. Very good. All right. Shakira, I want you to read these ones over here. And it's the point of these two columns. This one is the noon with the next letter in the same word, and this is a noon with the next letter in two different words. So that's what it's showing you here, but it's still going to take the same rule. So keep going, Shakira.
Liman hari. Liman hari.
Hara.
Liman haroba. sorry.
لمن حارب. Very good. Next one.
من غائبة.
Very good. من غائبة. Last one.
ولمن خاف.
Very good. ولمن خاف. So I think we'll end there.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then he's showing you here that the same thing is going to happen with tanween. So, even though there's no noon here, this tanween is going to sound like a noon, right? Ahadan, right? So, if you have ahadan and then a hamza, you're going to do idhar, meaning you're going to pronounce the noon. Ahadan abada. حاسد إذا كتاب أنزلناه, and so on, right? We'll look at that. I
I'm
just
gonna
want to,
pronounce it like that anyway.
yes, yes, you're right, Chanel. This lesson has been the normal way of using the noon, but we're establishing the normal way, so then we can go later and start changing the rules up.
Oh,
So
like
just,
last.
yes, this is easy, but we're going to start changing the rules up. So in this case, we're going to do idgham. We're going to do idgham. So what happens if we have a noon sakina with a ya afterward? Do you know, Chanel?
No, I don't.
So in this case, this ya is going to completely eat up the noon. And we're going to say, فَمَن يَسْتَمِعْ. not فَمَن يَسْتَمِعْ. We're going to say فَمَن يَسْتَمِعْ. This noon is going to be
Taking it out
completely overtaken by the ya. What about the noon? I mean, this one's kind of funny because it's being overtaken by another noon. So it's as if we're doing idhar. I don't really get the point of this one. But if you find a noon sakina with a noon afterward, guess what it's going to sound like? It's going to sound like a noon. If a meme comes after a noon, then the meme will take over the noon. So this one, instead of saying min mahisin, we're going to say mim mahisin. Instead of min mahisin, we're going to say mim mahisin. All right. Wow is similar. It totally overwhelms the noon. Instead of saying min waliyin, we're going to say miwaliyin. Miwaliyin. So this is when it's going to start getting fun. It'll be fun to pronounce them and fun to to recognize them as the reciter is reciting it. So yes, I know this lesson has been a little bit boring, but next week, inshallah, we're going to start doing some fun stuff with the noon, making it sound totally different like other letters, and
No,
learning.
this lesson is not boring at all. I didn't even know this. Noon,
Alhamdulillah.
like that's new to me.
Alhamdulillah. All right, so we're gonna stop here. Next week, we're gonna start in the middle of page 146 and do this practice, and then we're gonna keep going from there, inshallah. Any questions before I end the class? Okay, I end by saying, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Thank you for coming and listening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.